Once again, McIntyre had found us in the chaos of war. He had sent a package to Tommy, pulling on the kind of strings that we could only dream of.
Okay.
He had sent us an invitation to...
Let's do this.
Dear Mr. Beck, I hope this letter finds you in good health. I would track you down in person, but my life has become rather complicated of late.
You know what's sad is I don't even remember if I've done this mission already or not. This game is super boring now. Next game is supposed to be Alan Wake. I'll go ahead and stick with it, and then I think I might randomize. Let's see what game to beat after that. Pacify bombing locations
The last time I
accomplished.
saw Guillaume, we were engaged in covert action, quelling a Kurdish rebellion in Mesopotamia.
Hold on one second. Alright, let's
To get
resume.
pacified, we were to join up with a bomber squadron to escort them to a target area in the desert. They were testing a new type of bomb, one which used a chemical known as white phosphorus to kill its targets
Oh,
without
man.
destroying buildings.
I mean, these flashbacks are alright, but some of these missions don't seem like they're well thought out of. I mean, those trees are growing in really straight lines, so we're gonna bomb them.
Your father had a stronger reaction. Though he loved to fly and to dogfight, he always hated killing. He also loved to drink and was very much a loner during the Great War. At this point in time, he'd just met your mother, and the change in him was obvious. Funny how quickly a family can change a man.
Just trying to stick with these as they putt around.
Guillaume was always ready to fight for a cause, but as the war dragged on, he became disillusioned. There didn't seem to be any point to it, just endless slaughter. Chemical weapons dropped upon innocents. I was convinced he was about to turn around and fly away from it all. intend he didn't have to.
It's just not a compelling story. And where the hell that bomber going? Huh? Oh, the other one's going that way too. Oh, there's my target. That's fine.
We were less than a mile away from target when we got word from McIntyre that the strike had been called off. We never found out why. I went AWOL next day. Never looked back. It's complicated, my life, but it had to be done.
I want to have someone in here and vent with me, so I can at least talk about entertaining things other than this game. What's in the shack?
I saw your father. Nobody seems terribly sure of what happened to him. I'm sure you have wondered what sort of man he was. Guillaume was not just a superb pilot, but one of the best men I've ever met. I still hear his voice in my head as he toasted his squadron in a mess. Tally-ho, chaps, into drink again. Yours, Brian Bull Peterson.
Well, those flashbacks.
Sutjeska. I had promised myself that I'd never go back.
Let's move on, Matt. Oh yeah, give me the jets.
Steady as she goes, Dee Dee. An old People's Liberation Army landing strip should be up ahead.
Understood.
We're gonna leave Tommy in the dust because he's a dick.
Sutjeska. All those
Ah,
people.
learn
Put it
something
out
new
of your head,
again.
girl. Watch for hackers.
Learn if I hold that, it'll show that. And that's fancy.
Tommy, enemy fighters.
Bloody hell, I'm taking flak. The resistance must have lost control of the airstrip. See if you can stop these bastards taking off.
It's been a while since I've done this and showing.
looks like the last of them. But they had plenty of time to radio for help. We better skedaddle. Let's split up.
That's probably wise. Be careful.
I always am.
And of course, there's just AA everywhere. And again, my plane's getting all beat up. Screenshot.
Tommy, do you read me? I've got trouble.
I've contacted McIntyre. He's sending his RAF squadron. You stay alive, you hear? Do what you do best and bloody survive. I'm on my way.
In your own time.
We'll survive. These rockets are hard to use.
Did the mademoiselle request an escort?
Think of it more as saving them from me.
I don't think they'll be pleased to see my new friend.
Might need to try different stream software. This stuff seems to be getting a little laggy at times.
Ah, take that, Nazi pigs. Any more? I'm just getting started.
I think that's enough for one day, Tommy.
See, last week was the hardest missions I've ever played, and these ones are like really easy.
DeBake, that's good to see you. We're finally pushing back at the Hun front line. We'll prize Belgrade from his filthy claws yet. I want you to cripple their transport network. Put a dent in their supplies, you know.
Understood. Bridges, bombs, I know the drill.
Easy there, DD. They'll be hackers, so fly safe.
First bridge is blown. En route to the second. Those bridges are down.
Okay, what's next?
Excellent. The last bridge is a bit tricky, I'm afraid. Reinforced against aerial bombing. We've got a truck packed with explosives to sort that out.
But
The scouts tell us there's a Nazi tank platoon in the area. We need you to find and destroy it before the truck can roll out.
Show me where to go.
I'm in the area now.
Blast it! The truck set off already, bloody amateurs. You'll need to work fast. Find those tanks before the trucks arrive.
I don't know where the other two are. Let me get some distance. We'll try to see it. No clue where that last one is. Let's see if we can't find it. There it is.
That's all the tanks.
Nicely done. The truck should have a clear run to the bridge now.
Wait! German bombers! Incoming!
Of
Damn
course.
it. They're on to us. Put those bastards down before they hit the truck.
The truck made it, Tommy!
Then Jerry should be enjoying a nice firework display.
Now that was an
Good for
explosion.
us.
The bridge is dust, Tommy.
We're trying the same trick for the rail bridge. With a bomb train.
More bombers, Tommy.
It is imperative that the train survives to reach the bridge.
That was easy.
The train's on the bridge.
That was the sound of the German logistics being crippled. Good noise. Good show, DeBeg. Bloody good show.
Alright.
Soviet armor. This is actually happening. We're reclaiming Belgrade.
Concentrate. The buggers are cornered. They're still dangerous. McIntyre's trusting us with this one. You're his secret weapon. The RAF Falcons boys will draw fire while you slip in and do the damage. That's the plan. That artillery's the first problem. Hit the artillery and deal with any hackers and fighters that you can.
I should take out the anti-air. That's getting frustrating.
There's a sight. Soviet tanks in Belgrade. Those bloody Nazis don't stand a chance.
Do you remember
Yeah.
Dukla Pass, where the Russians were held back politically?
This isn't the time, Dee Dee. It's a different situation.
It's exactly the... Tommy! Enemy planes incoming!
Dee Dee, protect those tanks. We can't lose them now.
Why did I not see him early? Rockets. I'd leave it to the AI, but I don't think they'll finish it off.
Nice work, Didi. Looks like the tide is turning. Partisan resistance fighters are advancing on the Parliament building. Maybe we can help. Stick with Nazis. Let's give the ground troops a hand and clear them out a bit.
On my way.
We'll do this the right way. We'll go out, come around, and just tear them down the street. Yeah, come on. Die. This is probably one of the better looking maps, though. I'm okay with that. Sweet, down the one. There it is.
Bloody hell. I think we did it. The Nazis are retreating. They're abandoning Belgrade. We should follow them all the way back to Berlin and finish the bloody lot of them. Good idea, Carter. Let's do just that. You're kidding. Hey, fellas, drinks are on me.
Oh, a new plane.
It was difficult to believe we were actually at the outskirts of Berlin.
Oh, I have to be a bomber. Oh, Lord.
Must be a pleasant surprise to meet an old friend, DeBeck.
How have you been, Captain Edwards? Where did we last see one another?
Sudieska, drowning in blood. Summer of 43, you're as enchanting as ever.
Ooh, this war has aged me 20 years. Are you here to observe?
You'll be parachuting the captain directly into the lion's den, DeBeck. Intelligence is a dangerous game, eh, Edwards?
True. The war's aged me 30 years, Didi. I'm only 15, you know. Far too young to die.
The trick, DeBeck, to dropping secret agents in the enemy's capital is to stay unseen. There'll be no support if you're spotted.
Just for the record, chaps, I'm not a secret agent. I prefer the term professional mischief maker.
Then I'd better drop you somewhere mischievous.
Another stealth mission. These can frustrate me. These can frustrate me quickly. That entire building just disappeared. See, these missions make me just spend the entire time watching my radar. It's so frustrating. Since those things don't give me an accurate portrayal of how far something is. Okay, so here comes something. Get through, get through, get through, get through. Oh, I think they're moving the opposite way. Wow. How lucky is that?
Bit of a bumpy ride, but I've had worse. Thanks for the company, Dee Dee.
My pleasure, mon ami. Take care.
That's enough flirting, Dee Dee. Get back to base.
Okay, let's see if we can't get out of here. I think I might try a new stream software soon. Let's just go ahead and assume that I can't use Open Broadcast there to save my life. So we'll do something else. Okay, I get it. Those static circles are the spotlights, so we're just gonna avoid those at all costs. Almost crashed taking that picture. And that's how we be stealthy.
Welcome home, Dee Dee. That was a bloody good run. Let's hope Errol Flynn there can get the job done.
Oh, is that a stealth bomber? Oh yes, this is happening.
Those cowardly Nazi officers are trying to escape. Our spies say the first one will be heading to a secret airfield near the Reichstag and Brandenburg Gate. Let's make sure he never leaves Germany.
Approaching the airfield now. There's a plane leaving the tarmac. It must be German brass.
Blow him out of the sky.
Roger.
Watch out for those Messerschmitts. Looks like they're armed with rockets.
I'm armed with rockets too. Well, that sucks.
Those cowardly Nazi officers are trying to escape. Our spies say the first one will be heading to a secret airfield near the Reichstag and Brandenburg Gate. Let's make sure he never leaves Germany.
Approaching the airfield now. There's a plane leaving the tarmac. It must be German brass.
Blow him out of the sky.
Roger.
Watch out for those
So many
Messerschmitts.
turnings.
Looks like they're armed with rockets. Down you go, you bastard. There'll be one less pig at the trough tonight.
Oh, God,
Don't
this
put your
game's
feet up
almost
yet,
got to be
Didi.
over.
Another general is making a break for it. He's taking a staff car through Berlin. He's headed for the station in a convoy, Didi. Stop him before he reaches that train. There'll be heavy AA cover, so be careful.
How will I know which car he's in?
You won't. Hit 'em all.
I'm really glad I didn't put a time limit on this, otherwise this would be ridiculous.
Convoy destroyed, Tommy. The General won't be catching that train whether it runs on time or not.
Hold up. More generals are being flown out in bombers. 3 of them this time. High ranking from the sounds of it. I've got this one. Can you handle the others?
No problem, Tommy. Let's finish this. Tommy, the first bomber is down. How are you doing?
Don't worry about me. You just concentrate on that second bomber.
Second bomber destroyed, Tommy. Where are you?
I'm taking hits, but I'll be fine. Get yourself back to base.
I see you, Tommy. Get out of there. I can finish him off.
No, he's too far away. My guns are jammed, but I won't let him get away.
Tommy, no. I'm on my way.
Didi, listen to me. Talk to McIntyre. He knows the truth about your father.
What? You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
I have to leave you now, Didi. I'm so proud of you. I think this is him. I can't let him get away.
Tommy,
How sad.
no! No!
New plane.
The thought of losing Tommy had crossed my mind 100 times.
Apparently I'm gonna do a flashback.
What do you know of Egyptian politics, Didi? Forgive me for being patronizing, but I shall assume you know very little. After the Great War, Egypt was still a British protectorate. firmly under the guiding hand of the Empire. Of course, the locals weren't always happy about this arrangement. There had been dissent, nothing the politicians couldn't handle. But after we exiled Sard Zarglul, a rabble-rousing firebrand, the mood turned decidedly ugly. Revolution was in the air, and I was asked to try and nip it in the bud. Discreetly, of course. It's my speciality. We knew where some of the more prominent agitators lived. Bombing them flat was far too messy. But there were other methods open to us.
You were carrying chemical weapons.
As per Peterson's letter, yes. Our mission was quite simple. Escort the bombers carrying an experimental concoction and ensure they delivered their payload to the target.
This wasn't a military target, was it?
There is no such thing as a non-military target, lassie.
My father would have had no part in such a cowardly attack.
What makes you so sure? You never knew the man.
I just know.
Sadly, your instincts are right. Debec had been erratic for some time, especially where this sort of mission was concerned. I suspect Father had rather changed his outlook. Suffice to say, he kicked up quite a stink when he saw the target was a civilian village.
Of course he did. What you were planning was no better than the Nazis.
You are as naive as he was. A soldier's job is to follow orders, nothing more. Leave the moral quandaries to those who see the bigger picture. Your father opened fire. He attacked his own planes. Pilots he knew, his comrades.
He was doing what was right. If the gas had been dropped, that would be mass murder.
No, he was insane. He disobeyed direct orders and attacked his own squadron. Death was too good for him.
It was you.
Yeah, it did
Please understand,
bad.
Dee Dee. I took no pleasure in my actions, any more than I would have taken pleasure in dropping gas on women and children.
You murdered him. You shot him down.
Just as he shot down his fellow pilots. Just as you have shot down so many fathers and sons, brothers and husbands. War is an engine of necessity that makes killers of us all. That is what your father could never understand, Dee Dee. If you think you can emerge from battle without blood on your hands, you are as much a fool as he was.
I know you don't like me, Dee Dee, but I hope a hardened pilot like yourself would understand that there's no easy decisions in war. I'll be leading this mission myself. Can I count on you to follow orders?
You can count on nothing, McIntyre. But I have no intention of walking away from this battle. I will fight, but for my own reasons.
I see. I suppose I can ask for nothing more than that. Get in the air and await further orders.
Let's let
The
McIntyre
Russians
get
are
his
taking the
ass kicked.
Reichstag. Germany will have no choice but to surrender. You'll be providing air support and keeping the skies clear of enemy fighters.
I think I can manage that, to end the war.
Ooh, this is a nice jet.
All enemy fighters destroyed.
Not yet. There's another squadron coming in.
You know, if we're fighting over Berlin, shouldn't we have more than just 3 jets, 3 planes?
That's the last of them.
Mission's not
What's
done
happening
yet.
on the ground?
The Russians are reporting good progress. Stay focused. There are more fighters inbound. The Nazis aren't giving up yet. It
Checkpoint.
looks like the Germans are sending jet fighters our way. This complicates matters considerably.
Worry about your own flying, McIntyre. I know what I'm doing.
Man.
done it, De Beek. The Reichstag has fallen. The Nazi High Command is in tatters. All that I have fought for.
Forgive me if I don't feel like celebrating.
After all you've seen, I'd hoped you would have gained a little perspective on such matters.
And what of a soldier who kills his comrades? What sort of soldier is he?
I see your girlish weakness hasn't quite been erased by your training. No matter. We'll clear the air once and for all, back on the ground, with a stiff drink.
I'd sooner die of thirst than drink with you, you callous monster.
Enemy fighters, out for revenge. Snap out of it, De Beek. I need support.
Support? You? You and your kind? English, German, Russian. It doesn't matter. You throw people to the flames and justify it to yourself with pompous political abstractions. I should leave you here to die, or shoot you down myself.
Damn you, girl. How many pilots have you killed? If you don't help me, you'll have your petty revenge, but you'll be making the same bloody decision I had to.
I just did it because I'm a better person than he is.
Thank you, Didi. I'll see you get a medal. A commendation.
Keep your precious trinkets, McIntyre. I'm no murderer. I learned that in Azerbaijan. Come near me again, however, and I will not think twice.